What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Fudge Muppet. It's Scott here with more Fallout 76 discussion and speculation. And before we get into it, remember to subscribe for all the upcoming speculation, news, theories, everything Fallout 76, and of course content when the game is actually out. But for now, we are talking about super mutants and the possibility of super mutants being in Fallout 76. Now, let's just quickly talk about the location first. So, the location of this game seems to be, or is speculated, I don't think we've even got 100% confirmation yet, but West Virginia, as in like the song, and it could maybe even skirt into parts of Virginia. It just seems like that sort of area, which is, as a general rule, west of the Capital Wasteland, the place where Fallout 3 is. Now, of course, there is no way in hell there will be super mutants from the West Coast coming to the East Coast. That's pretty crazy. The whole story in Fallout 1 with the Master, at the time that Fallout 76 is set, which seems to be like the game starting on the 27th of October 2102, the Master is only just discovering Mariposa Base when he's still Richard Grey. And so he's not even the Master yet, and he hasn't really gone into his super mutant experiment stuff. But if we remember, we go to the Capital Wasteland, and in Fallout 3 there is a different strain of FEV that have affected super mutants. Now, one of the experiments was in Vault 87, where they were experimenting on the Dwellers, making them test subjects for the FEV. Now, once you're in Vault 87, you can actually find out this whole story about all the problems that happened, but one of the big things is that a nuclear device actually struck the entrance during the Great War, year 2077, on October 27th. So it actually caused the main door vault to be partially destroyed or kind of opened. There's deadly amounts of radiation there. What this means is that very early on, the vault door has been open since basically the start of the Great War. So that means in the 25 years from the start of the Great War to the time period of Fallout 76, there could have possibly been super mutants coming out of Vault 87, ones that have been experimented on and changed. Now, later on, what happens to the Capital Wasteland is that the Vault 87 super mutants constantly try and preserve their own species by capturing people and bringing them back and putting them in the FEV and stuff like that. Now, I wonder, maybe there is some potential for a story where super mutants are actually scouring out and going out into the lands of Virginia and stuff to bring people back to Vault 87 to turn them into super mutants. And that's kind of like cashing in a little bit on the nostalgia of Fallout 1. So I feel like Bethesda might be able to go with that story plot. And this is the only way that super mutants are plausible in this area at this time in the Fallout universe. So they could fit this in with the lore. And my main reasoning for thinking that super mutants are going to be here is just because a Fallout game without super mutants hasn't been done before. They're gonna have the irradiated creatures, they're gonna have ghouls, they're gonna have super mutants. I can pretty much guarantee it. I mean, you can call me out if I'm wrong, and you know, I'll be happily wrong, but I feel like there will be super mutants. One thing I would be a little disappointed though is if they do in fact bring super mutant behemoths, it won't make sense. I don't think that there is enough time for them to exist, because the Vault 87 super mutants basically grow and grow and grow and become more muscular, and their skin toughens over their lifetime, so they can live for like centuries and beyond. And that's basically what super mutant behemoths are. They're just normal super mutants that have grown and grown and grown to these crazy, disgusting proportions. But I don't think 25 years is enough for that to happen. So I feel like there should just be normal super mutants, but then again, I think they might just retcon it and throw in behemoths because, you know, it's a big scary enemy to fight and it adds a bit of enemy variety. But yeah, I feel like Vault 87 is the only way that they can have super mutants in Fallout 76. I mean, Vault 87 itself is actually on the southwest corner of the Fallout 3 map of the Capital Wasteland, so it is sort of edged out towards Virginia Way and West Virginia, so it's plausible that they've gone out that far exploring, looking for humans. I don't think there should be huge densities of the super mutants, for sure, but yeah, I think they'll definitely be in there as an enemy. The only other way I see it all happening is if Bethesda just goes and sort of crams in another FEV facility where super mutants have been coming from, and I don't know. I don't like that one as much, because mainly they'd have to throw in a new type of super mutant, or just like its variations. They already did that with the Institute super mutants in Fallout 4, and then it just sort of, you know, if there's these FEV facilities all over America, it kind of makes me wonder why 200 years later the entire world isn't covered in super mutants who have been, you know, successful. But anyways, we'll see what they'll do, but I feel like we can expect Vault 87 super mutants, or some explanation for them to have come to Virginia. Anyways, what do you guys think? That's what I'm interested to hear. See how this goes down with all of you. What do you think could happen with super mutants in Fallout 76? I just don't believe they will have a Fallout game without super mutants, but that's just me. Anyways, thanks very much for watching, guys. Hit us up in the comments with any of your suggestions for Fallout 76 videos, any discussions you want to see, and just tell us how excited you are. Social media links are in the description. You can check us out there. Thanks very much for watching. My name's Scott, and I'll nerd out with you in the next one.